Hey everyone, it's Dennis. Thanks for joining again. Today we're going to do something a little different. Instead of the usual camera reviews, this is going to be more of a what's in my bag kind of video. A few weeks ago I got to take a trip down to San Francisco and the Bay Area, and it was about a 5-day trip, and this is what I brought with me. Just one backpack and one sling bag. I try to travel light whenever I can, so as much as possible I do the one bag travel thing. This was my photo gear, and this was my general purpose gear. And so I'm going to open this up and take you through the kind of stuff that I bring with me when I travel for photography and for regular. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, this is the camera bag I take with me when I travel. It's an in-case brand sling. The name is something like the point and shoot field bag. It's quite old, but it gets the job done. Okay, let's go through what I brought with me in the camera bag. First up, we have the camera, the main camera I brought. This is the Canon G1X Mark III, a nice little APS-C compact camera. I will be doing a dedicated video on this shortly, so I'm not going to go into too much detail right now, other than this is a large sensor point and shoot camera. You know, that's great for daily photography and travel. It's very compact and weather sealed, and it's an APS-C camera despite looking like a little point and shoot. Okay, putting that to one side, let's talk about a few of the accessories I brought with me. So here you can see this little stack of 3D printed parts. This is where I carry just some of the basic camera accessories that I put in the bag. I designed these so they all Velcro together, but you can see I've got batteries for the G1X, and then I've got batteries for the J5, which is the second camera I brought with me. A small microphone that I would use to record these kind of videos, and then this little 3D printed memory card container. So all of that just attaches together like this. And fits easily in the bag. So I'll put that aside here. Next up, I brought some filters. Let's see what I have here. A circular polarizer and an ND filter. Although the camera actually already has a built-in ND filter, so this is just some extra ND if I really needed to film something in a super bright place. And these both go into this little 3D printed case I made, just like that. Okay, moving on. There's not much else. I actually keep things very light. I brought this dinky little tripod, which is not particularly good, but it is very light, and it could do the job in a pinch. One very small USB-C to C cable in case I need to charge my phone or my headphones or something like that, just bare minimum. I've got other charging cables in my bag. This is just the one that goes with me out and about during the day. One lens cleaning cloth, like a lens wipe. Okay, and then just over here, a couple medications like ibuprofen, etc., that I take with me in the bag just in case. I did bring a second camera with me, and I'll get into that now. In the secondary camera bag, this is stuff that I brought with me in the backpack, but I didn't put in the camera sling bag. I didn't walk around with all of this on my person all the time. First, I have a small video light. I was hoping to film this video while I was on my trip. Didn't end up happening, but you know, this is the kind of thing you'd bring with me just to do a little bit of content creation. And then over here, I did bring a Lightpix Labs flash. So this is just a very small flash that you can use on this camera or just about any camera. This is an off-camera flash system, so it does have a wireless trigger here, or you can attach it and use it on camera. Either way, it's one of the smallest off-camera flashes that you can set up. Did I use it? No, I didn't. So it was dead weight in my bag. And then, as you can see over here, this is my Nikon 1J5 kit that I brought with me for two reasons. One, it gave me a secondary camera body. So if I wanted to do some content about the G1X Mark III, I wanted to have a second camera body so I could shoot with. And then secondarily, if I use this 70-300 equivalent lens, the Nikon 30-110, this gives me something like a 24-300 range between the two cameras. So this guy gets me 24-70, and then this guy gets me 70-300. And that gives you a pretty robust ability to cover every focal length that you'd really ever want while you're out and about. And both of these fit comfortably in that sling bag when I pack it all up. There's a good argument to make that a different camera that goes a little bit longer than 70mm, like the G1X Mark II that I was using before, which went from 24 to 120, would make this kind of unnecessary. I don't think I really need 300mm when I'm traveling in the city, but I do find 70 a bit short, so it was nice to have, and I did use it a few times. And it was also useful in one situation when I ran out of batteries for the main camera. I was able to switch over to the second camera and managed to get the shots I needed. So two more items that I didn't bring with me, but I got shortly after the trip that I think are worth mentioning. One is this tiny Joby tripod cell phone stand kind of system. So this is a tiny, tiny tripod. On top of it is just a little cell phone holder. The cell phone holder I'm probably not going to use, but it's worth bringing with me. And the tripod stand is much smaller than this one. I mean, it's absolutely tiny, but it actually does work, and it's fairly sturdy. So that'll be going with me on future trips. And then the other thing I might want to bring with me if I ever want to try to shoot content on a trip again is this little clamp that you can use to attach your camera onto various objects in a room, like if you need to get a shot off the back of a chair or something. I was trying to figure out how I could make a top-down shot while I was in the hotel room, and it really didn't work out well. But if I had something like this, I think you would be able to position your camera in all kinds of positions. So this will be coming with me next time, not in my bag, but sort of in my backpack just as an accessory. Okay, so let's show you how I pack up the bag. In the main compartment here, I can put the G1X Mark III in this pocket, just like that. The Nikon J5 can go into this pocket, like this. The batteries and accessories here can fit into this pocket at the top, as well as the filters also fit into that pocket. So zip that up. On the front, I can fit the lens wipes, the mini tripod, and the cell phone adapter for it, some Advil, and the USB cable. And then we've got one more pocket here that we can put the flash into. And then, like I mentioned, the clamp and the LED light would stay in my hotel room, so I don't need to bring those. And that's it. It's all packed up. Everything you need for photography, and it still fits in a pretty compact package. And then if you need to quickly access the camera, you can just grab it right here out of the side pocket, and it works pretty well. All right, so that's how I pack my sling bag for photography when I travel. Next time I will go through what I bring in the backpack, and I hope you'll stick around for that. And as always, feel free to leave your comments down below and any feedback. I really appreciate it. And thanks again, and bye.